Sup. What if that's how I started all of my shows? That would be so glorious. Welcome everybody to Ask a Wizard. How's it going? Hey, we already got some chats going on here. My teacher has a Zoom code and she put up a link for us. Oh, well, nice. Wolf, how I got into Zoom was Schoolology, or you can just download it. What? Tomorrow's the weekend. Yes, it is. Why don't you have any school? I don't have school. My goodness, what is going on here? Wolf, welcome. Wolf family, let's get some shares up in here, guys. Let's get this thing out to some people. Thumbs up the video if you'd like to get a free reading. Get this thing a thumbs up and give it a share. That is how you qualify for the free readings. And if you'd like a free reading, let me know in the comments below and I will add you to the list. What up, Shadow Owl? How's it going? That's how we get this thing done. My teacher does it by Schoolology. She puts it in time. I love it. Owls already helping each other out, crushing in school. Love to see it happening. Sorry, I wasn't on TikTok Live. No problem at all. You missed some pretty cool stuff, though. We literally made this thingy here. I'll show it to you. Made one of these and showed people how to move it with their mind. It was pretty legit. So today's Friday stream, last stream before the weekend, and then as you guys know, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time is when I'm here, and on the weekends, I kind of chill and relax. I'm probably going to play some Isaac the Binding. It's going to be fun stuff. Sorry I wasn't able to make it yesterday. I fell asleep before the live. No problem at all. All right, so if you guys do want a live reading, though, give this thing a thumbs up and give it a share, and that is how you qualify for the free reading. And then, of course, let me know in the comments below that you'd like a reading. I asked my staff to join. I don't know if he will join. No problem at all. Well, today's stream, we're going to be talking about, you guys have been asking good questions, and I think you guys want to know more about the owl community, and Shadow Owl's looking for a reading. And so I thought I'd start with, what better way to understand the value that I see than by the behavior that you guys seem to enjoy so much. The good owls enjoy it. The people who aren't, the owls don't like it. And, that means that's why we need to do more of it, which is banning people. And so I wanted to talk today about why do I ban so many people? And I think it's a great thing. A lot of people get mad about it. People say it's mean. They say it's that you're not letting there be multiple ideas, and why would you do that? And I'm aware of all those things. I don't want bad ideas in the Parliament of Owls. I want good people and good ideas. I'm doing it on purpose. I do actually ban the people. And so that's what the title of today's stream is. One of my favorite comments that I've received of just this week, which is, don't offend demons. It's mean. It's like, so you got to ask yourself, get into the mindset here, right? I want to know the story here. I want to know the backstory behind the person who is saying, don't offend demons, it's mean. Like, what is she imagining in her head? I want to know her backstory. Like, demon shows up to the guy, hello, give me your soul. I will give you all power amongst the people. No, get away from me, Satan. I don't want you. Demon, get behind me, Satan. I want nothing to do. Excuse me. That's very offensive. You're being very rude to this demon right now, and they are a demonized class. No, they're not a demonized class, algorithm Ashley. What they are is demons. You can't demonize a demon. It's a demon. That's the word. The word demonize. You can't personify a person. Come on. And she's freaking out. She's like, how dare you? How dare you be so mean and rude to demons? Do you know how hard they get it? Oh, yes, the supernatural beings with ultimate power that is this supernatural element, but actually has no power over Logos itself. Yeah, they're really, really demonized because they're demons. You can't demonize a demon. Oh, man, I just can't believe it. And so I see that, and I say, this is a person who has no hope for life. This is a person who can provide zero value. Maybe in the future, they can grow. But right now, they are a weed in my community, and I'm just gonna go pluck, and then I do. And that's what I do when I ban. I just go up and I go, ban, real quick, because I know why she's doing that. Come on, I'm not stupid. Um, I'm not stupid here. I understand that she is controlled by an algorithm. She's playing this silly game that they've been telling people for the last 20 years that if you have any bad stuff in you, if you have any bad thoughts, if you've ever thought anything mean or bad, you can protect yourself by telling other people that they're mean, because then no one will suspect that you're the mean one. Guys, it's a magic trick. Everyone thinks mean things. That's reality. There's no one who doesn't. That's the whole trick. That's why it works. Everybody is guilty. That's why it's a nonsense thing. You can't go and sit up there. And I get the algorithms are trying to push you to do that, but that's not how it works. We literally have people, these algorithm Ashleys, who are defending demons. Demons. Come on, people. All right. But you know what's the weirdest part is that's not even the worst group of people. The worst group of people are the ones that I call the demon people. And these are the ones that you see who come in and they just fill up my chat and they're like, "You are doing the work of Satan. How dare you? You are a demon in disguise." And these are what I call the Kainos, okay? And so this is another group of people that I ban. The Kaino is a Christian in name only. They really care about arbitrary things in the Bible like a Pharisee does, but not actually, applying the principles in the law. They're like, "Did you know in the Bible it says that wizards are bad?" And I'm like, "Did you know in the Bible it says that you shouldn't be in debt, probably shouldn't support the Church of Satan like college, and I don't know, maybe worshiping false idols isn't the best thing to do?" But no, but the wizard though, that's a bad word. That's a bad word, the wizard. What are you talking about? Come on, I want to see. I want to see this go down where Jesus is there. I'm at the heaven's gates, right? Jesus is defending me, of course, because I'm not getting in on my own. And he's like, "Look, he tried to live his life honoring you. He took a lot of risk to spread your word with his career. He didn't back down when he was confronted. And so that's my reasoning for why I think Tyler should be allowed in heaven, God." And God's like, "I understand all of that. I hear you. I hear that his actions were in alignment. But did he say any naughty words from an Aramaic book translated into Greek, translated into English? Did he ever say any of those? Because we can't have that." Am I being punked? Like, come on, is this a joke? Welcome, surprise, this is actually hell, ha ha ha. Like, come on. Like, what in the world? No, you're not going here. This is where heaven's the other way. We actually care about what people do with their lives rather than the naughty no words from Aramaic to Greek to English. A wizard is someone who collects wisdom, people. Wisdom. You know who else collected wisdom? Jesus. Yeah. It's kind of the whole thing. You get it? Hey, how's it going? How's it going, simple God? How's it going? Yeah, he does, by the way. Exactly. It's absolutely absurd. And but the final one, the craziest one, and so I ban those people, of course. They come in here and they're like, "You are the demon. Matthew 13 says thou shalt not do wizardry." And I'm like, "All right, banned for life, banned for life." And I just pluck them out like the weeds. And I rip them out from the roots. The worst ones, and this is kind of one of the more serious ones, is I'd say 2 to 3 times a week I'm getting death threats from people on TikTok. It's pretty intense. Like, they call up and they're like, "I know your family. I know who you are. I'm going to find you and we're going to come and we're going to kill you in your sleep." And you're like, "Mom? How's it going?" Like, what in the world? And this happens so frequently, and it amazes me that they will call and tell me that they are working in league with Satan and all powerful, and decide that the best place to let me know these threats are through DMs on Instagram and TikTok. The platform tracking all of their data and their location and their IP address and their personal information and their social security number and their credit card. Not the best place to do it, guys, just as a fun fact, but it's okay because I also have a Remington shotgun and I also have a conceal and carry. So, you can have better defenses. I'm just giving you some pro tips here. don't send death threats on encrypted software, or on software, I should say, that can't be encrypted, that literally tracks your every location at every time. Not the best strategy, though I do enjoy putting those in a bundle pack and sending them over for cyber stalking cases. So, if you'd like to continue to do that, you can. I'll just continue to ban you for life. And so those are the three groups that really I tend to ban a lot. And I ban a lot of other people all the time. And I'm getting these by the thousands and thousands of people every day I'm running into. And all of this revolves down to one specific thing. And why do I do it? Why do I ban these people? And so many more. It's because I don't care about fans. I don't want fans. I want owls. Owls, for me, are my friends. They're a community of people. They're smart, good, and quality individuals. Those are the people I want in my life. I don't want to have hundreds of thousands of people showing up every day to see my shows. That's not what I'm into. I'm into 1,000 owls that are cool, smart, good, honorable, virtuous people. That's what I want. And so I feel like the best strategy is to pluck out the weeds and make the best community on the internet. Because would you rather be in a room with 10 awesome people or in a room with 1,000 people who all suck? That's the way I look at it. So that's what I'm trying to build here. And I don't think people don't seem to understand, like, it's not even he thinks he's better than this, or oh, he's saying that because he doesn't want to be famous because he can't. It's more like, if I have 1,000 people who love what I do, right, and I want to get a message out, and they're honest and they're loyal people and they're good people and they're my friends and they want the best for me and I want the best for them, and I'm like, guys, we got a message we need to get out to the world. 1,000 people who have 5,000 Facebook friends, which I think is the max you can have on Facebook, who all share to their Facebook friends, can just get a message out to 50 million people for free. So, like, when you guys share this stream and then you guys drop a PayPal and mention, hey man, I'm in a business here, or you get a free reading and mention, like, hey, this is the work that I do, you're getting your message out to a lot of people for very cheap or free. That's the power of the community that we can have the more people we grow. And I think that's a lot more valuable than 100,000 people in here and your message gets completely lost because there's so many people. 1,000 people who all share is way more valuable than 100,000 people and then your message getting lost in that. So I'm trying to build something kind of awesome here, in my opinion, and that's what the Parliament of Owls is all about. So with that being said, let's get on to the live wizard readings. I'll be adding you guys to the list today. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we're going to start some live readings. I literally have an owl next to my bed. That is so cool. My dog is choking on air right now. I'm scared. Dogs do that. They're kind of goofy. But, check on him. Make sure he's good. Shadow Owl is in the Owl Squad. Glad to hear it. Do you do lives on your phone or do it with a camera? Just curious. I'm doing it with an iPhone. Yes, he does, by the way. Well, thank you very much. Some God says, hi. How you doing? Do you reading still? Yes, I do. Well, family, would you like a reading? Let me know. I don't, because I've never seen them, but only pictures, but I can't trust social media. Can I get a reading? Yes, indeed. We got you on the list. Tomorrow. Just heard some weird noises outside. All right, I think we got everybody here. All right, let's get Shadow Owl's reading going. Let us begin. I've noticed when I had a dog, out of nowhere, he would just start he would make it look like what you were describing. Choking on air is a good way to describe it. And I think it has something to do with if they eat something bad or whatnot, they'll do that. They eat grass too to make themselves throw up. It's kind of gross, to be honest, but they'll do that because to kind of clear out their stomach. I think when they eat stuff that makes them sick, they eat grass and then they do that weird thing. It's kind of like a cat coughing up a hairball, but for dogs. That being said, I mean, obviously, make sure your dog is okay. Don't take veterinarian advice from a wizard on the internet. Go to a vet for veterinarian advice. All right, Shadow Owl, let's get you a reading. Right here. Yeah, let's get out the picture cards. Let's get out the picture cards. So what do you guys think? Does that make sense? Do you understand why? Does it, good logic? You understand why I'm doing what I'm doing? It makes a little bit more sense, right? I know it's hard for also on being on the other side where it's like you guys see like, oh man, why did he just ban that person randomly out of nowhere? And it's like, but you don't see the 1,000 other people. Like that's what you need to understand is none of these people are really original. Like it's kind of a pattern of, you get to notice patterns of behavior when you have like 1,000 messages just scrolling by you at instantly. You kind of just start picking up on the patterns and you're like, oh right, bad behavior, boom, done, get that person out of here. And there's always going to be false bannings, and if that happens, don't worry about it, just come back with another username. Like it happens, and that's okay, it's all right, we can grow. I'm hoping to get a nice short stream tonight, but if we get a bunch more readings in here, might be not happening, but I'm hoping because I am so tired. I've got some pretty major plans going on in my life, which you guys will be finding out about soon. Can't say anything yet, but you will know shortly, within the next couple of weeks. And you'll know why I've been so tired all the time, and hopefully the new things coming up will be things that you guys really enjoy. I think that the owls are gonna love it personally. Can you do a love reading? I don't know why I sung that, but yes I can. All right. Ooh, Shadow Owl, here we go. Okay. Wow. Mr. Socrates, would you be so kind? All right, looking into the past, we see the Nine of Wands. All right, so attainment of principles. So we understand the value and the virtue of waiting to find a good person, not rushing into the first relationship that strikes us. This is the Nine of Wands here. So really good, solid foundation. Knowing not to just kind of like get all caught up and like, get swept off my feet and rush off into a relationship. You know that you should be looking for things that are good and strong virtues and good relationships. I'm lucky because my staff gives me badges for staying longer in his conference than I should, and it's funny. Awesome. I don't know what that means, but it sounds legit. So the Nine of Wands is really saying that you're sticking to your principles and being smart about not just trying to rush in because, I want to be in love, so you just run into a relationship. However, walking into the present, what we do see here is the Three of Swords popping up. So this is saying that we kind of learned some stuff that really hurt our hearts. We gained some knowledge, felt a little betrayed. Maybe not betrayed is the right word, but we learned information that kind of left us with some heartbreak and feeling hurt and let down. Maybe this is someone not returning the feelings that we had, or this could be learning something about another person that we were interested in that kind of just led to some heartbreak. And so that's kind of where we find you at right now, is a bit of a painful time in regards to the love situation. However, we do have a good solid foundation of our principles. And so that's kind of where we're finding you at right now. Is this sounding accurate for you, Shadow Owl? Let me know in the comments below if this is on point. Because it's my after school program, you get badges for participating, keeping on my camera and stuff like that. Oh, neat. Well, congratulations. We are exploiting the fallen and broken school system. Woo! I love it. Is this sounding on point for you, Shadow Owl? Yep, very glad to hear that this is sounding accurate for you. Awesome indeed. And let's move on to the next steps. So what we see popping up here is the sun. Little Hype Beast, yes indeed, Little Hype Beast. Did you share the stream and give it a thumbs up? That's how you qualify for the free reading. I will get you on the list here. Honor system, of course. I trust you. I know you'll do it. I believe in you. So what we see popping up for you is the sun. So the sun is a great card to see on the horizon here, Shadow Owl. This is about abundance. This is about opportunity. This is about energy being lifted up. Just basically all your past being cleared and being ready for a lot of great things to come into your life. So, while this is a painful time for you, I think you're going to realize and look back on this painful time and say, I'm glad that that happened because it actually opened the way for a much better outcome to occur than would have been if that hadn't happened. So this is a great card to see occurring here for you, Shadow Owl. I wouldn't get too down and look to the future because it looks like the future is very bright. That is the reading I have for you today, Shadow Owl. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights. Let me know in the comments below, and we will get started with the next reading. You shouldn't try to do things to try. You should try to do things to predict the future. You can't predict the future. It's not possible. Because if I predicted the future, it would change the future. Like Shadow Owl, tomorrow at 3:33 p.m., a very aggressive slug will appear on your garden and nibble upon thine toe, and it shall be horrifying. So at 3:33 p.m., just don't chill in your garden, you know? You just stay inside, play some Isaac the Binding of Isaac. I think that's what it's called. It's the game I'm playing. And then you don't get nibbled on your toes by a slug. Because if you knew the future, it would change the future. But what I do is I look into the past and I say, all right, what are some patterns of behavior that are occurring here? Then I look into the present and say, all right, what are you doing based on those results? And then from there, I can say, hey, look, if you continue to follow this behavior and you continue to do this behavior, this is the likely outcome from that. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do here. And so that's more of the way I quote unquote predicted. But it, take it to the extremes and you can see how anyone can do that. So for example, past behavior is the dude eats 15 pounds of cheesecake every morning. Current behavior is the dude loves the fact that he pounds 15 pounds of cheesecake every morning. Future results are, if that pattern of behavior continues to go, he's gonna be fat and die of a heart attack. Okay, so that's kind of what you're doing there. It's not using like mystical ability there. I will be playing Roblox. Nice. Roblox is a game that you can download, by the way. Awesome. Okay. AM or PM? The slugs will nibble at PM. Yes. 3:33 PM. All right. Did we have anyone else who needed a reading other than Hyper Beast? If you did, I don't have you on my list, so please let me know. Again, you thumbs up the video, share the video, and that's how you qualify for that free reading. 3:33 p.m. 3 a.m. What would you be doing at a garden at 3:33 a.m.? Come on. And I picked that number on purpose to upset the Illuminati people, who we didn't even talk about. Because you know what? I'm not going to lie. I've got a soft spot for the Illuminati people. I do. I like the Satan lovers, okay? The algorithm Ashleys, the Kinos, the death threat people, I'm going to ban them immediately. The Illuminati people sometimes I got a soft spot for. They come in here and they're just lost people. They're just, bless their hearts, okay? You're in the Illuminati, you said 3333, that's summoning of an energy, that's the Tesla numbers, you're trying to open an algorithmic pathway to the flat earth society, and you're like, oh, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay, bud. Also, if it helps with the reading, my name is Andrew. Well, awesome. Welcome, Andrew. Let's get your reading going. Do. Let's get this reading going. Yeah, all I think about is, like, literally all I spend my days thinking about in my free time is like, gosh, the Parliament of Owls is so legit. And like, for me, I'm looking into the future of what is to come, and it just makes me so excited. Because I'm just thinking, it's like, think about the power that has. If just 100 people, right? I don't think I've told you guys about it on the YouTube stream. We talk about it on the Facebook stream back in the day. Flapping your wings. So that's expression that we use here. All right, Parliament of Owls, let's flap our wings on this. And that's an expression where I taught people how to build audiences, and also about how to go on, Facebook, Instagram, and get a lot of friends. You can get like 5,000 friends on Facebook. You can build up I think there's an unlimited amount of people who can follow you on Instagram, so on and so forth. and like posting memes and whatnot on Facebook to pages and getting a lot of audience that way. And so when we would flap our wings, they would say like, "Hey, all right, Alice, let's get this thing out there," and boom, we would get that out to tons of people. And what makes that so incredibly valuable is like with just 10 or 15 people, we would reach 30, 40,000 people in just a matter of an hour. It's kind of incredible. Hi, did you hear that TikTok is not getting banned? I did. I'm doing my show there Monday through Friday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time. I'm pretty stoked about it. So yeah, so I taught them how to do that. And like, if you take that into perspective here, if we have 1,000 owls that all support each other and try to grow and try and help each other out, a new owl comes in and is like, man, I'm thinking about going to college, but also I really just want to, like work on this design. I really like making art online. I like doing graphic design. I think it's the coolest thing. And it's like, oh, sweet. What's your name? What's your URL? Sweet. Parliament of Owls. Let's flap our wings. 1,000 people. We hit 50 million impressions. You're gonna have a job in like 2 days. Like you're gonna, if you have good product, if you've got a good resume, if you've got good skill sets, 50 million impressions is enough to get the ball moving on pretty much every project. And so like that is the potential. It's not about money, because why would I exchange money for that? That's kind of the thing that I'm at. Like, that doesn't mean I don't want to be supported financially. I don't want you guys to not value what I do. But that's the value that I really see in the Parliament of Owls, is this scalability of community, this ability to support each other, to be like, I'm trying to break into the writing industry. I want to be a comedy writer. And it's like, oh, well, I actually work in that industry because you got 1,000 people, 6 degrees of separation. Come on over. Let's intern. Let's get you in here. Because he's going to be an honest person that you can trust. It's fascinating. All right, let's get your reading going here, Hyper Beast. Also known as Andrew, looking into the past here. Ooh, we see the Wheel of Fortune popping up. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune is saying that you went through a time where there was just a lot of different things that occurred, a lot of craziness, a lot of opportunities. Intuitively, I'm getting the impression here that you kind of like went through a bunch of different sports or games or classes. There's like a whole bunch of unique things that you just kind of dipped your toe in here and there and trying out a lot of different stuff. Some of them sucked, some of them were really cool, but overall the experience was a lot of fun. So that's what we see popping up here with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, walking into the present, we see the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is about knowledge of the material. So what this is saying is that this process that you went through here gave you a lot of real world experience. You actually got a very unique set of knowledge that most people don't get to have, which is the knowledge of actually doing something, which instead of just reading about it or talking about it, you actually got to do it. And so this puts you in a very unique position where you have what people would call like street smarts, which is basically the ability to actually apply your knowledge, which you guys should all be doing, just so you know. It's a very important step. And so that's kind of where we find you at right now, is this really unique gift. And that's the spot that we see you at right now. Is this sounding accurate for you? Let me know in the comments below if this is sounding on point. And if not, that's perfectly fine. We'll adjust accordingly. Just go ahead and let me know in the comments below. By the way, if you'd like to get a reading like Andrew's getting right now, all you need to do is like this stream and share it, and then let me know in the comments below that you would like to get a reading, and then we will add you to the list. Andrew says, yeah, actually, I know, right? Isn't it crazy how on point that is? it's what I do. So let's see what the next steps are for you. And what we see here is the Temperance card. This is pretty accurate. I know, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? So the Temperance card is a very cool card. So what this is saying is that you have a vision for where you want to go, and that's the castle here. You can see the crown off in the distance, and the pathway towards it is based on you integrating your subconscious with your emotions. So you need to learn how to tame the energy that you have, the emotional energy you have, that I'm getting the impression can sometimes overwhelm you. Sometimes our emotions can get the best of us and be put into the wrong direction. They can kind of actually lead us into a little bit of trouble, or, and this is the one that's really coming to my mind intuitively here, not so much the card, but this is just what I feel is like, we can get so much emotion that sometimes it locks us down because we're freaked out to like take action on it. It's like giving us a bit of anxiety in a way. So we're like in action because of how much emotional energy is there. We're afraid to make a choice. And so what this is saying is the next step for you is you got these street smarts, you've got the material goals. Now we need to start taming those emotions so that we can start guiding them towards a goal that's really good for us and helping us get closer to that crown that's on the horizon. So you've got the material grounding that most people miss already down, which is awesome. Next step is to master the emotions. That's what I see popping up here for you, Mr. Andrew. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights. Let me know in the comments below if that helped you out. And with that, I don't think we have any more readings for tonight, so we'll be able to close up early. That's awesome to see because it is Friday night, and I am happy to be closing up early. Let me know in the comments below if that was on point for you. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything you'd like to discuss, we can talk about that as well before I sign out. But if not, we will be heading out for Friday, and I'm going to play Isaac the Binding, and I might play Fallout 76, but that game is really confusing. I don't understand it at all. I think I got it after a couple of hours. I realized it's Skyrim, but with like space stuff. That's my takeaway so far. It helps. Thank you. Glad to hear that was helpful for you, Andrew. Awesome to see that was beneficial for you today. And with that, we're going to close up the stream. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Oh, hold on. Shadow Owl says, do you have any more potions that you are working on today? I actually am working on a new potion. However, those are pretty long-term projects because they're a 40-day cycle. It takes 40 days for me to make a potion. So right now I'm working on one that's made of saffron, and it was actually pretty crazy. So I got some on my lip because people are really stupid, including myself. You know what? Do you want to know how dumb I am? You know when you have a hot food, right? And you're like, that's hot. So you put it in your mouth. Why did you put the hot thing in your... What's that? What was the thought process? That's really hot. Throw it in your mouth. Ow. Saffron, right? So I spill some of it. Keep in mind, saffron is insanely expensive. You guys should be working on making saffron. You pick all the leaves off. It's like an ounce of this stuff is like $40. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And... so anyway, I'm making the potion, right? And then it spills on the side. And I, being the brilliant genius that I am, I'm like, you know what the correct thing to do in this situation is rub it on my face. I'm just going to rub my lips to catch the liquid. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. And so I do that, and then I've contained the saffron, and then I corked it up, and I put it down. So then my lip just starts going numb completely, and I'm like, what is happening? Oh gosh, I don't know. And so I'm like on Google, right? And I'm like Googling while my lip's like totally numb. I'm like, can saffron kill you? And I'm like looking it up. And of course, Google's like, all saffron will kill you instantaneously. There's no way to survive. There's no cure. Saffron is the most evil thing on the planet. And you're like, no, I'm gonna die. It's all over. And then you Google another one. It's like, saffron is a great herb that's super healthy for you. And you're like, I don't know what's happening with my life. Am I gonna die? Am I dying, or am I healed, or what's going on? And then eventually it went away. But it did turn out, after a lot of research, it turns out saffron has very, very powerful elements to it, and they can be dangerous in high doses. And so you have to make sure that you use the proper amounts. And so that is the saffron thing I'm working on right now. And it is intense. Actually, I might be able to show it to you. Let me see. This, hey, you can see my kombucha up there. Nice. So this is, we're doing vanilla bean. And so this used to be completely clear. This has only been in here for like 3 days. So hopefully this will get darker. And then we have saffron here. And this is the one that almost killed me. I like spinning it around. You can see all the different strands. So you're supposed to have 5 of one of those threads. As you can see, there's like 100 in here. And so Yeah, it's really strong. It's really really strong, and the alchemical process, of course, is concentrating that as well, which makes it even more devastating. So that's what I've been up to. Can you do a sleep hypnosis really quick? No, I don't do hypnosis. Do you have a potion that you can drink, eat right now? No, no, I'm not gonna do one right now. I already had my mint one for the day, and again, you don't want to take too many. If you do, it's kind of overwhelming. So yeah, I don't really do hypnosis for any of my stuff. Hypnosis is basically a therapeutic technique. It doesn't really have the effects that people pretend that it does. It's kind of a magic trick kind of thing. All hypnosis is talking to your right side of your brain and your left side of your brain in a conversational way. So basically, you're just getting the person to engage logically with what they're dealing with and creatively in the way that you're talking, and that's all it is. It's just a form of conversation, and so that's not really, it's not, it can help some people, but it's the same thing as like talk therapy, for example. But it's not really effective for doing tricks and whatnot. What I typically am utilizing is what's called a paracosm and the placebo effect, and that's techniques that I'm working with, and I'm actually the one who the forefront expert on paracosms because no one else decided to study them for some reason. I'm sad because I missed it. No, don't be too sad. What did I miss on TikTok Live, by the way? Well, you missed this. I showed people how to move an object with their mind to practice at home, and we set that up, and they got to do that live. That was pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. I'll probably do it again on another live because it seems like a lot of people really enjoyed it. So we'll be doing that again. Can you do sleep something? A good way for sleep, if you're looking for a hack for sleeping, is to play the same song every time, like nature noise, white noise in the background, and set it to go off after, like, say, an hour or so. My Google Home does that automatically. And by doing that, whenever you actually are sleepy, you condition your brain to anchor that song to falling asleep. And so what ends up happening is if you do that enough, even when you're not sleepy, when you play that song, you'll become sleepy and it'll help you instantly fall asleep. So that would be the strategy I would use to help you fall asleep. But I don't do that here for a few reasons. One being also, if you have someone fall asleep and then they happen to watch this video and they were driving a car, they could get in an accident. So that's the only reason, one of the reasons why I don't do sleep specifically on any of my videos. Not a live TikTok regular, please, so I can save the video. Possibly. I tend to keep, I don't like to do the shows in a savable format just because that kind of takes away from the live element of it. Magic is supposed to be something you experience in person. And it grows with memory. And if you save it, it does kind of alter the mystique of it. There's something that is ruined, I think, by taking away the temporal nature of a magic show. However, I could do like a TikTok video that's a tutorial. As long as someday I can see it and try it, whatever you can do, yeah, definitely. And also, you're Shadow Owl, so just if you reach out and whatnot, I can DM you and stuff like that too. That's another way, or email you, that kind of thing. Awesome. So yeah, with that, I think we're going to close up early today, unless we got any other readings that people want, or if you guys have any other questions. If not, I'm going to close up the stream, and I'll be live again Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time here on YouTube. And of course, you can see my magic show live on TikTok at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time. Help grow the owls. Talk to a friend. Make an owl today, but don't make friends with people who would suck and bring them into the Parliament of Owls. If they're cool, if they're awesome, if they are into this kind of stuff, that's the kind of person you want to bring. That's the best way to grow the Parliament of Owls, guys. I don't want this YouTube algorithm crap. It's not the way to go. It's personal, one-on-one conversations at scale, because we're all trying to find awesome people and bring them into the Parliament of Owls. That's how you crush. What type of readings do you do? I do wizard readings. How do you become a shadow owl? That's his owl name. So if you want to join the Parliament of Owls, you come up with a nickname followed by the word owl, and then I owlify you, and that's it. And then send your 33 911 66 Bitcoin and blood offering to my PO box. Yee. That's how you do it. Don't forget the Bitcoin. Illuminati confirmed. Gotta do it. Gotta keep my Illuminati friends at bay. I like them. I like the Illuminati people. They're fun. They're fun people. I find that they can get a little too crazy and then they get banned, but I do enjoy some of their silliness. I find them adorable. I like to ask them about their stuff because you're like, so how does this impact you in a day-to-day life? Huh? No, but just like tell me, like so they're spraying chemicals in the air, huh? Yeah, everywhere. Wow, okay. So like how are you gonna change your life because of that? What? What do you mean change my life? How's that gonna help you live a better life? What are you gonna do to improve your life because of that information? But you see the 5G is gonna so just nothing? Not gonna move? Not gonna do anything? No. It's like, I love watching them break down because it's like, why? And I think what it is if you give people, can I get Gem Owl? Sure. If you need to, I guess. Well, that's my zodiac. Nice. Whoops. No, you do not need to give a zodiac sign. I don't even know what the zodiac signs are, to be honest with you. Yeah, we'll get you owlified here. Hyper Beast is now Gem Owl. By the way, once you have an owl name, let me know when you are in the chat, or you can change your name to Gem Owl. That works too. Both of those are effective strategies. And let's go here and make a nice little glowing ball. So you can imagine a glowing ball right here. Not everyone can see it, but some people can. It's about, I'd say, 30 to 40% of people in this stream. Imagine it like a glowing gem floating right here in the center. And what we're going to do is set this up right here. And this is going to be a reminder, and we're going to send it on off to you, Gem Owl. Soon to be Gem Owl, right now, Hyper Beast. And what you need to know is your emotions are a tool. They can be used for destruction and they can be used for good. And so what I want you to do is focus on taking those emotions and pushing them in a direction that is beneficial for you. Learn to tame them. That doesn't mean to get rid of them, bottle them up, or ignore them. No. We want to take those emotions and use them for strength. And so that is the message I want to send off to you right here. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot that off. Should be flying over to you in just a bit. You might notice some strange occurrences after it gets there. This does tend to happen. You might see some temperature change, hot, cold, weird wind. A few people will see a blue owl, ghost owl tends to happen, things of that nature. If you experience anything strange, that is perfectly normal. Do not freak out. Lights flickering is another common one as well. 3, 2, and 1. Hyper Beast, you have now been owlified as Gem Owl. Welcome to the flock. Wow, yeah, you're crushing. Wow. Congratulations. You are now part of the Parliament of Owls. Logan, can I be Fire Owl if you have time? Of course. Logan, Fire Owl, legendary owl of the fire, keeper of flames, destroyer of bushes, burner of wildfires. Oh no, that's terrible. I live in California, and you guys are Fire Owl will probably just wreck my place. All right, let's go ahead here and imagine this time we're going to go with a little ball of fire. Imagine that glowing in between my hands, kind of like a little red glowing ball. This one's going to be strange because it won't be really fire, but more of a reddish glow. And for this one, let's go here. I think the message that comes to my mind intuitively is that Logan really needs to focus on friendship and really not feeling so insecure about friendship. I think that there's an element here where we're worried about What will my friends think if I'm true and honest about myself? And what this is saying is you should be your true self around your friends, because frankly, if they don't like who your true self is and they're your friends, do you really want them to be your friends if they don't like who you are? So that's an important thing to focus on here. So this is going to tell us to be more authentic with ourselves and to respect ourselves and respect our friends enough to be honest with them. There we go. We'll take that off here. And we'll let that fly. By the way, that doesn't mean you have to agree with all of them. You're going to probably be experiencing some strange phenomenon here. They don't have to agree with you either, but they should be able to respect you if they're going to be your friend, even if you have differences. In 3, 2... Whoops. Oh my goodness. I think I made something move. My bad. 1. And now, welcome to the flock. Fire Owl. You're crushing! Yeah! Yes! Got Fire Owl in here. Honestly, though, at some point, I'm going to have to do roll call and, like, actually make an official list of owls, because we've gained so many owls. Like, it used to just be, like, 50 owls. We've gained, like, 20 owls in the last 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy. We're going to have to start keeping track. No live on the weekends, right? Yeah, no, I don't do any lives on the weekends yet. I might be making some stuff in the future here. Akira is looking to become Ocean Owl. Awesome, all right. Experience anything strange, Fire Owl? Let me know. Akira is looking for Ocean Owl. All right, let's get this one going. Are you guys trying to make me do all of the elements? Let's get water here. Just a nice glowing blue ball. Okay, perfect right there. We'll place that right on top. This particular one, what we want this to focus on here is, oof, Akira, like, man, this is a negative, I'm seeing negative self-talk here. This is, we kind of really get down on ourselves. And so what this is saying is a reminder that, like an ocean or like a lake, when you throw those negative thoughts, there's a big ripple effect across the water. And we don't want to be tossing in pebbles of negativity into our mind. It will disturb it in the long run. So let's focus on throwing in, when we throw those negative thoughts, because it's very unlikely we can just stop doing that. Let's stop ourselves and say, wait. Every time I throw a negative pebble in and I feel that reverberation, that pain, let's ask ourselves, what are the good things that I've done too? Let's write them down and review them and see. Throw in 5 good pebbles, 5 good things that I've accomplished for every 1 negative one. And I think that's going to start to help you out. Take that here, set that off, let it go flying off. Should be flying your way. Let's see if we can get it in 3, 2, 1. Should be landing right now. You might experience some strange phenomenon. If it happens, my apologies. Electronics can be affected. And Akira, you are now owlified as Ocean Owl. Welcome to the flock. Yes! Wow! Ocean Owl, you're crushing! Yes! Welcome, sir. Welcome. We got fire. We got water. We got shadows. We got gems. My goodness. We're crushing. We are crushing. That's awesome to hear. So it heated up for you and it started making you sweat. My apologies. Gem Owl. Oh, I'm Gem as in Gemini. Interesting. I get you. Nice. I'm going to just start making my list right now. Why put off today what could be done? What put off to today to tomorrow what can be done today? All right, so let's go with Gem Owl. That'll be a list. Shadow Owl. Ocean Owl. And Fire Owl. And of course, Twilight Owl. Night Owl, and of course, Wise Owl. Just start right now. Boom. There we go. Got our first off the top of my head owls. I will go and look through all of my other owls. Awesome. Glad to see that we are on track. Do we have any other questions? Do we have any other readings that people would like? Or are we going to close up the stream early? Because if so, I have some Isaac the Binding or The Binding of Isaac to play on the PlayStation 4. I was thinking about considering streaming video games because everyone keeps asking me to do that, but I'm not gonna. I don't play video games very often, and I'm not very good at them. I play them for entertainment value sometimes, but I'm really, really bad because I kind of busy doing this thing called doing a full-time job, doing streams, also doing magic as a career, also starting a business, also reading, also writing, and starting to build a community of 1,000 people who I want to be so awesome that we're literally able to just build billion-dollar companies on a whim for fun. So, okay, maybe billion isn't the right number, but you get the idea. You get what I'm saying. I want a community of people that can crush. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to build. I got bad chills after that. However, you were spot on with the negativity level. I'm trying to get better. Awesome. Glad to hear that was helpful for you and you had some awesome insights. Can you do reading on my future, please? We already did reading for you today. I only do one of those a day, Gem Owl, and that's just the only reason for that rule is because if I didn't, I would be overwhelmed with people getting readings. Like what? Got chilly for you. Glad to hear it. How did you accidentally make something move? I know you're a wizard, but it's called synchronistic events. Synchronistic things happen. So we're making a shared paracosm here. A paracosm is essentially you can think of it like a fantasy world in our heads, but because we're sharing it, it's engaging what's called the placebo effect. And so the more people that we have that are on the same wavelength and sharing similar values, similar culture, similar in-group preferences, similar ideas and music and arts and entertainment, for example, showing up and joining a live stream with the wizard. As we build all of those things, the energy becomes more and more powerful of a paracosm. And so what happens is bizarre occurrences begin to happen because we're thinking about them. That's what the placebo effect causes. And so it's one of the things that makes this so awesome. There's another value of the community of the Parliament of Owls is the more people we have here, the more we start to not bend reality, but to reveal reality, to see what is possible and to make it happen quickly, because we can go and see like, oh, okay, like me, I can go and think something, right? And find 100 different ways something might be true or not true. But I can't do that the equivalent of 1,000 people. You guys are the collective unconscious, essentially. You are collectively incredibly intelligent. And that's another reason we pick all the weeds, because the people we're selecting here are intelligent people that are gifted. So the more of you that are here, it's basically like me getting to interface with a genius and talk through ideas with you guys, because collectively you guys are incredibly intelligent. And so that's one of the benefits as well. It's kind of awesome. I'm obsessed with paracosms. I know it's like the least interesting topic in the world to most people, and is like, it was so niche that I was the only person writing about it back when I started writing about paracosms for my speech at Oxford. And like, I get it. Nobody else seems to care, but I think that they're the coolest things. And I will not stop. On Monday, I will ask my staff if he will come on and join the lives. Awesome, that would be legit. Do you control where it lands and stuff like that? No, not at all. Just kind of send it off in the general direction. Do you believe in like demons and stuff like that? Because I kind of get scared of movies like The Grudge. Ooh, I got scared of The Grudge when I was a kid too. Yeah, that freaked me out. So yes, I believe that they exist. However, I'm not scared of them in that sense, because I'm a Christian, and so I worship Christ, which is Logos, the light, the truth, and the way. And God is way scarier than a demon. Like, the truth, the fabric of the universe, the Logos, the reality of everything, the Alpha and the Omega, is all powerful. It's encapsulating. You can't escape it. It's all permeating. And that's really scary. That's a lot scarier than some fallen angel that will serve under me. And angels, you're going to lead over angels in heaven. That's part of the Bible as well, if you're a Christian. You're above an angel. You're more powerful than that. You're made in God's image, with God, of course. And so, like, Christians are not weak. Humans are not weak. That's a false belief. And Kainos talk about that all the time, and I think it's disgusting how they portray weakness and being pathetic as a good trait. And it's not. It's not a good trait at all. You're called to be strong. You're called to do greater miracles than Christ. And so for me, it's not even comparable. It's like I literally worship and follow the most powerful thing on the planet. So you're like, am I afraid of a demon? I'm like, no, not really. By comparison, God is far scarier because, geez, man, he's intense. Now, do I think that they're intelligent and effective and things that you shouldn't be involved with and ignore and say, hey, I don't want that in my life? For sure, but that doesn't mean you should be afraid of them. You just deny them. Don't engage. That would be my recommendation. And yeah, so you're a very powerful being. When did you start to like to be a wizard and stuff? I've been doing magic since I was 8 years old. That was when I first started. And it's one of those things where it's like, I wouldn't recommend doing it unless it's something that you keep doing, like, because you can't not do it. It's very similar to comedy in that way, because there's so many better things that you can do than this. I just am leaning into my strengths and my passions, and when I don't do this, I get sad, and I don't like what I'm doing with my life if I'm not pursuing this, so I do it. And so that's why I do what I do. And I think it's important to find what that is for yourself as well, and pursue that, because that gives you an unending motivation. The ability to go and work 40 hours in a very high stress job and then go and do this for another 40 hours every week wouldn't be possible if I hated what I was doing. I have to literally want to do this more than sleep, and I do. So that's why I do it. What does the TikTok live start like exactly? 7:30 p.m. Pacific Coast time. So, well, look at that. It looks like we've gotten all the way to the full length of the stream anyway. My bad. I guess not. But what are we going to do? Guess you guys like the Q&A. I really want, so I have a cool thing that I want to do, but I can't do it yet. So I don't want to talk about it because then I'm just going to get 1,000 DMs every day. When are you going to do the letter thing? But I really, really, really want to get a P.O. box, and I want to start sending letters in the mail. I want to bring back letters with the Parliament of Owls. I think it would be the coolest thing ever if we're sending letters to each other. And I want to get letters in the mail, but there is a magic effect that you take the letter without looking at it, and you try to intuit what is within the letter without actually looking at it. And I want to try and do that. I don't know if it would work, and it's kind of weird because if I do it and it doesn't work, I've been hyping it for months now, and it might completely fail, and if it completely fails, that's going to suck so much. Just like, I'm getting the impression this is about you saying thank you because my insights helped you with your sister. Open it up. I'm a plumber in Arkansas. Your advice helped me with my business. Like, crap. Here's $10. Have a good day. Thank you, sir. Sorry for completely failing your reading. I like to ask questions and waste people's time when I ask questions on conferences. So yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations. I like answering questions for people because I think it's a really, I come up here and I plan some topics to discuss every day. I plan a little bit of material that I'm trying out that I would incorporate into my act, and try to bring you guys wisdom that will help you guys out every day. But I like hearing from you. I like to hear your guys' insights a lot more because it's just me. I can get old. I don't want it to just be Tyler all the time. I want you guys in well. That's why we have the reading section, because it's for you. You guys are part of the show. Again, it's not fans, it's owls. There's a difference. On TikTok, those people are what I would consider my fans. They're not in the Parliament of Owls. The Parliament of Owls is a totally unique thing. I don't like talking too much on here in general because I'm scared I'll become annoying. Well, don't worry about that at all. In fact, I enjoy it. If you have comments, this is hanging out and having a good time. Can you make yourself an owl too? Not really. I've thought about that, but I'm not sure what it would be. I guess it's confusing because the Parliament of Owls is the Parliament of Owls, and it's different because I'm a wizard. I am annoying. No, no, you're not. If you were annoying, you'd be banned. Just pluck the weed. Get squish the worms is what we call it here. Well, the worms are a very specific group of people that get banned. Worms are the Reddit people, as they're the ones that come on here and they see 10 people on a live stream or 20 people on a live stream, and they're so pathetic, and they're such sad people, and they're such weak people that they see a guy with 10 to 20 people on a live stream, and they're like, that guy does not deserve to have that. And they lose their minds because the thought of somebody trying to do something is such a violation of their identity. Because if someone else is trying something, then that means I could be trying something, and if he's trying something and accomplishing something, then that means my dreams were attainable. And he is saying that the reason my life isn't a success is my own actions. And then they freak out. And then they come in here and they're like, well, actually, you said 1994 when it was actually 1995. I'm actually a genius in the smart boy. And then you go, boop, squished, done, banned for life. Squish the worm. So that's what the worms are. They're a very specific breed of person. I want to ask a question until 10 a.m. Well, I think you've already achieved that goal. I wanted to ask questions until 10 a.m., so laugh out loud. So, oh, goodness. So I could stay because I'm not tired and I'm bored, so I have nothing to do. Well, awesome. Well, congratulations, you have done that. No, you just like voicing your opinion, which is good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to close up the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys on Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Coast time. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a good night. Peace. See ya.